Good day everyone, good day everyone. Today we are continuing with our new topic 7.1. We are doing quadratic fractions. What you have to understand here is that we are basically doing addition and subtraction in quadratic fractions. But the main principle that you are supposed to understand here as we do these quadratic fractions is the addition and subtraction of fractions, where we are supposed to consider how do we obtain our common denominator. So what you have to know here is that we call these fractions quadratic fractions. We are deriving this term from the way the question will be arranged. So quad means 4. In order for you to see that this is a quadratic fraction, there are supposed to be 4 terms. If I say 4 terms, I talk of numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. So in all there are what? There are 4. So in this case, you also have to understand the what? The terminology that is used in questioning you most in exams. The typical words that are used in most of these quadratic fractions that require you to determine the lowest common multiple is the word express. Whenever if you come across a quadratic fraction with the word express, the following is the working that you are supposed to do. So the first thing here, your denominators are 2 and 3. So let's determine the lowest common denominator. So I'll say 2 times 3, that's 6. Then 2 into 6, that's 3. It's that same procedure. Your answer will multiply the what? The numerator, x plus 3, you close. Then 3 into 6, that's 2. So I'm going to say negative, I'm taking this negative sign, 2, then bracket 2x minus 1, then close. I'm going to proceed again. I'm now factoring in what? The expansion concept. So what you have to understand is that maths is always the accumulation of topics. If you miss one topic, you won't understand the next topic. So my common denominator is 6. Then I'm now expanding here. 3 times 6, that's 3x plus 9. Then if I'm coming this side, I'm now taking this as negative 2. Then I'm going to expand that other topic, that other bracket. So as I continue here, it's negative 2 times 2x, that's negative 4x. Then negative 2 times negative 1, that's positive 2. Then is equal to, I'll then collect my like terms. Here. Collecting my like terms. It's now 3x minus 4x plus 9 plus 2 all over my common denominator. Then I'm moving on to my final answer. My final answer is equal to all over 6. 3x minus 4x, that's negative x. Then 9 plus 2, that's 11 plus 11. Then it's either you can leave your answer as this or rearrange it. Rearrange it to 11 minus x all over 6. Either between the two are your answers. There is no specific rule. Then I'm going to the second format of what? Of a quadratic fraction. The first format contains what? Contains integers. Then the second format contains these expressions as your denominators. I'm going to say what you have to understand is the terminology that is being used. The terminology is express this as a single fraction. So in this case, the question will be saying express the following as a single fraction in its simplest form. So in this case, I'm going to have my number 2, that's 2. I'm going to invert the first question. 2 over x plus 3 minus 3 over 2x minus 1. Okay, in this case, our lowest common multiple, we are going to take these denominators. Then they are going to be in brackets. Both of them, they are going to be in brackets as your denominators. So it's equals to x plus 3 bracket, another bracket, 2x minus 1. There is this one basic principle that I want you to understand. What you have to understand here, it's a matter of just cross multiplying. So we work it out like this. We say x plus 3 into x plus 3, we're going to obtain what? 2x minus 1. This 2x minus 1 is going to be multiplied by that 2. So we're going to start with this 2. Then we put this 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. Then minus 2x minus 1 into 2x minus 1, we're going to obtain x plus 3. So this x plus 3 is going to multiply with what? With that numerator. X plus 3 plus. So since the question said express, I'm going to continue throughout with my what? With my denominator. Okay, so I'm going to put down my common denominator, x plus 3, 2x minus 1. So I'll expand there. 2 times 2x, that's 4x, minus 2x, minus 3x, minus 9. Then I'm going to collect my like terms. It's equals to, I'm now collecting my like terms. Common denominator first. Then here actually it's not 2x, it's just 2 because it's 2 times negative 1 there. So I'm going to collect my like terms. I'm going to have 4x minus 3x, 4x minus 3x, then negative 2, negative 9, negative 2, negative 9. So then I'm moving on to what? To my final answer. I'm moving on to my final answer. Common denominator first. X plus 3, 2x minus 1. So here I'm going to have x minus 11. That is my final answer. I've expressed this as what? As a single fraction. So this is my final answer. I've expressed that one as a single fraction. So let me take you to the last example. I've given you this format and this format. The first format contains integers as our denominators. The second format contains expressions as our denominators. Then I'm taking you to the last example before we do what? We proceed using our question papers. Number 3, we'll say, express the following as a single fraction. I would have, it's x, then plus x plus 2 over 3. Fine. If you see a question coming like this one, it's not yet a quadratic fraction. Since I said quad means what? Means 4. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3. So it's not yet a quadratic fraction. Your first step is to create a proper quadratic fraction by introducing a 1, which is what? Which is your denominator. So your first stage is to say it's equals to x over 1, then it plus x plus 2 over 3. Then you continue as normal, common denominator, 3. 1 into 3, that's what? That's 3. Then 3 is going to multiply that x. 3 bracket x plus 3 into 3, that's 1. 1 is going to multiply what? That x plus 2. So it's equals to common denominator 3. Then I'm having my 3x plus x plus 2. I have my like terms already there, so it's equals to 3x plus x, that's 4x plus 2 all over 3. That is my answer. That is my answer. I'm done there. That is my answer. So I'm going to use some past exam question papers so as to demonstrate on how you are supposed to attempt, or later on how will you attempt some questions, and how do you recognize that this is a quadratic fraction. Okay, first of all, I've got this question paper. It's June 2005. June 2005 from ZIMSEC. It's number 1, C. How do you determine that this is a quadratic fraction? There is the term that shows that this is a quadratic fraction. It says express, then there is your what? Is your fraction as a single fraction in its lowest terms. Always they have 3 marks. This question always have 3 marks. If you come across this question containing 4 marks, it means there is extra working that you're supposed to do. We're going to do such a question. So in this case, we're attempting this question. Number 1, C, is June 2005. Express x minus 1 over 4 minus 3 plus x over 6 as a single fraction in its lowest terms. Let's try to attempt this question. So let's try to attempt this question. We are now answering this question paper. So it's expressed. I won't write the term there. So it's number 1, C. It's x minus 1 all over 4 minus 3 plus x all over 6. So it's equals to, our first stage is to what? Determine your denominator. In this case, we want our denominator as what? 12. Then 4 into 12, that's what? That's 3. This 3 is going to multiply x minus 1 minus 6 into 12, that's 2. 2 is going to multiply what? 3 plus x there, like that. Then it's equals to, I'm going to expand there. I'm now doing expansion. So take note, maths is accumulation of topics. You are now doing expansion and fractions in the same question. So 3x, that's 3x there, minus 3, then I'm multiplying with my negative 2, minus 6, then minus 2x. So it's equals to, I'm now collecting what? My like terms there. Common denominator is what? Is 12. That's 3x minus 2x minus 3 minus 6. Then I'm going to what? To my final answer. Take note of the number of stages that are found within a question. Never omit stages just because you're going to lose some extra marks, as it is part of the what? Instructions. So I'm going to obtain my x minus 9. That is my final answer. I'm done with this question. I'm done with that question. That is my final answer. That is my final answer. It's June 2005. Now let me take you to the other question. Okay, the other question is November 2006. There is the question now. November 2006. There is the question. It's November 2016 then. It's November 2016. Express as a single fraction in its simplest form. The keyword is the term express. So express as a single fraction in its simplest form. This question has 4 marks. So I want to show you the key difference between that last question that we were doing and this one. The reason why that one was 3 marks and the reason why this one is 4 marks, you just have to pay attention here. So I'm answering this question. It's number 1C 2016. The question says express, number 1C 2016. So that's 2x plus 9 over 7 minus x plus 1 over 28. Our first stage there, common denominator, because the question said express 28, so it's equals to 7 to 28, that's 4. 4 times that one, 2x plus 9, then minus 28 into 28, that's 1, then times that one, x plus 1 close, equals to, I'm now expanding there, so I'm going to have my denominator, my 28, then 8x plus 4 times 9, 36, minus x minus 1. Then I'm going to collect my like terms there. My denominator 28, then it's 8 minus x plus 36 minus 1. Then I'm going to continue solving it. That's 28, then this is 8x, this is 8x, yeah, that is 8x, then 8x minus x, that's 7x, then 36 minus 1, that's 35. This answer is incomplete. If you are to leave your answer here, you are going to lose that extra 1 mark. Now here it comes. The reason why this question was 4 marks, it's equals to, all this is supposed to be reduced to its lowest terms. So in this case, we have to divide everything. We have to divide everything by what? By 7. So you're going to say 7x plus 35 over 28. This is your 28. So it's divided by what? 7 over 7. So this 7 is going to divide that and this one here. So you're going to obtain x plus, you're going to obtain x plus 5 over 4. That is your final answer. So this is the reason why this question was 4 marks. This is your final answer. That is your final answer. That is June 2016. Then let me take you to this other question. This is, let me check in June 2019. This is June 2019, paper 2. Let me check. I think I have seen it before here. Where the question, there it is. There is the question. It's number 4. It's number 4a. Express 3 minus x plus 2 over x minus 1 as a single fraction in its simplest form. There's the question. The keyword is what? Is express. The keyword is express. So I'm going to work it here. Here is number 4a. Here's number 4a. The question said express as a single fraction. That's 3 minus x plus 2 all over x minus 1. As I said earlier on, this is not yet a quadratic fraction. Let's create a quadratic fraction first. So our first concept is equals to 3 over 1 minus x plus 2 over x minus 1. Then common denominator. My common denominator here. Since this is a 1, it's not necessary for me to put down that one. I'm just going to say x minus 1, but this one is supposed to be in brackets. For instance, let's say here, if it was 2 here, I was going to put down my 2 there. You see? So in this case, it's 1 into that one. There's no change. I'm going to obtain this one. You see? Then this one times that, that's it's equals to 3 times x minus 1 close. Then in this one into that one, it's 1. so it's minus 1. Then with this one, we're going to multiply x plus 2, because then it's equals to common denominator x minus 1. So that's 3x minus 3 minus x minus 2. Then I'll collect my like terms here. Common denominator x minus 1. So it's 3x minus x minus 3 minus 2. Then I'm going to my final answer here. It's equals to 3x minus 3x, that's what? That's 2x, then minus 5 all over my common denominator, which is my what? X minus 1. That is my what? That is my answer there. I'm done with this one. Let me take you to the other question that I may consider here. Let me see amongst these question papers. Let's use 2014. This is 2014, November 2014. November 2014, number 2C. Express this one as a single fraction. We're expressing as a single fraction. So it's number 2. It's number 2C. Express as a single fraction. The question says express as a single fraction there. So in this case, I have my x plus 2 all over 2x minus 3, then minus 1 over x. So let's try to work it out there. Common denominator. Our common denominator, never forget to insert a common denominator as long as the question requires you to express. So my common denominator here is x, then 2x minus 3. That's how is your common denominator going to be structured like. I'm now dividing this one into that one. I'm going to obtain my x, then x times my numerator, that's x bracket x plus 2. Then this one into that one, I'm going to obtain this one times my numerator, that's minus 1 bracket 2x minus 3 close. Then it's equals to denominator, my common denominator is x 2x minus 3. So I'm now multiplying there. That's x squared plus 2x minus 2x plus 3. Never make a mistake on signs there. So it's now x bracket 2x minus 3 close. My like terms are in between there, so it's not necessary for me to say I want to collect like terms. I already have my like terms. So this is my final answer. I'm now moving to my final answer. So I've got x squared, then 2x minus 2x, that's a 0. So I'm left with that plus 3. This is my answer. I'm done with that one. This is my November 2014. Then let's use November 2017. This is our November 2017. The question reads, express 3 over v minus 3 minus 2 over v minus 2 as a single fraction in its simplest form. So this is going to be our last question. On the first concept of what? Quadratic fraction. So it's number 1D. This is our 2017. So that's 3 over v minus 3 minus 2 over v minus 2. First stage, common denominator. Second stage, second step, cross multiplication. It's equals to common denominator is what? V minus 3 close V minus 2 close. The concept here is cross multiplication. This is going to multiply that. This is going to multiply that. So I'm going to put down my what? My 3 here. Then V minus 2. Because I already know what? That V minus 3 into V minus 3, I'm going to obtain V minus 2. Then V minus 2 is going to multiply that one. So in order for you to liberate yourself, just cross multiply. As long as you know that you're not going to do what? To reduce anything. So in this case, then I have my 2, then V minus 3 close. Then it's equals to, now we have my denominators there, V minus 3, V minus 2. So I'm expanding there, 3V minus plus 6. You see, that is my 2 times 3 there. Then it's equals to common denominator minus 3 V minus 2. I already have what? My denominator there. I think here I made a mistake somehow. This is 3 times negative 2. Yeah, there is a mistake. 3 times negative 2, that's what? That's negative 6. I said negative 2V. That's negative 6 there. That is my negative 6. That is my negative 6. That is my negative 6. Yeah, you see? So as you do your workings, make sure you are going to keep a close eye on your previous workings before you proceed. That's how you improve on what? On mistakes in maths. That's how you improve. So in this case, I'm going to my final answer. That's 3V minus 2V plus 6 minus 6 is equal to V all over V minus 3, V minus 2. Okay guys, so this marks the end of our lesson. Let's meet on our next lesson where we will be doing factorization.